Good morning everyone. Today we will be revising the chapter Microbes in Human Welfare. So student, this chapter we have already covered in the first term, as I hope you all remember this. But now it is subjected for your second term. So today we will do the revision of this chapter. So let's start with the chapter, that is Microbes in Human Welfare. Okay. Microbes in human welfare. Okay. As the name suggests, in this chapter we will be studying about the microorganism and the microorganism which are helpful for human beings, that we will be going to study. So we will be studying all the microorganisms, the list of all the microorganisms which are helpful for human beings. Now there are various types of microorganisms which are used as food product also, which are used in industry also, for the manufacture of medicines, for the manufacture of antibiotics, for the manufacture of enzymes, chemicals. So microorganisms, they have a very vast scope, you can say. Okay. So in previous classes you all have studied about the microorganism. So there are both useful aspects also and harmful aspects also. But here in this chapter, whole soul, we will be studying about only the useful aspects of the microorganism. So let's see what are the areas where microorganisms are used, or what are the fields where we use the microorganism. So the first is we will be talking about, that is microbes in household product. Okay, microbes in household product. This is the first area where you will see number of microorganisms are used and they are helpful in the formation of various household products. Next area we will see microbes in industry. So here we will study the usage of microbes in industry, in commercial commercial purpose, for the large scale production of medicines, antibiotics. Okay, then also food product also. If you see the bakery products, they are used in bulk, and in the industry only they are manufactured. So here also the microbes, they hold a very important position, that also you will come to. Next, you will also study about the microbes in sewage treatment plant. Okay, in sewage treatment only, that right? Okay, so sewage, you all know, that is the blackish color water which comes out from the house, or domestic waste you can say. Okay, so as we all know, the population of India, we all are aware about the population. So that means if the population is more, then the consumption will also be more, the waste will also be more. So simultaneously the waste will be more. So it has to be treated. It has to be treated before the supply to the rivers, to the sea. A proper treatment has to be done. So that treatment we do with the help of microbes. So that also we will be going to study in the sewage treatment plants. Then microbes are also used. Microbes in biogas production. Okay, that we will be studying. This is just the gist. Okay, this is just the gist, what all topics we are going to cover in this chapter. Okay, then microbes as control agent. Microbes as biocontrol agents. Okay, so how these microbes are used in controlling the other microorganism, especially if you talk about in agricultural field. Okay, there are other microorganisms which harm the crop. Okay, so this is just a natural way to control those organisms which cause harm to the crops, to the field, to the agricultural produce. Okay, so microbes as biocontrol agent. Then we will study microbes as biofertilizer. Biofertilizer. Microbes as biofertilizers. Okay, so we will be covering this chapter under these 6 headings, as you can see. Okay, microbes in household product, microbes in industry, microbes in sewage treatment plants, microbes in biogas production, microbes as biocontrol agent, microbes as biofertilizers. Okay, so these areas where these microbes are used for the human welfare only. Okay, so to begin with, first we will be going to discuss about the microbes in household product. So one by one we will be covering all the points and we will be discussing the name of the microorganism and their role in human welfare. Okay, so here the questions which are often asked from this chapter. Okay, the name of the microbes is very important. Okay, the name of the microbes and their usage, that is very important in this chapter, so that you have to remember. Okay, so let's begin with the microbes in household product. Now let's talk about the household product. Okay, if I ask you कि घरों में हम क्या क्या चीज़ें यूज़ करते हैं जिसमें माइक्रोब्स का इम्पॉर्टेंट रोल होता है, तो फर्स्ट थिंग विच विल बी स्ट्राइक इन योर माइंड इज कर्ड. ओके, दैट इज अ वेरी कॉमन एग्जाम्पल. कर्ड you all know. Okay, that is prepared by the milk and the bacteria, that is lactobacillus bacteria. Okay, that everyone knows. I hope everyone knows about this bacteria. Okay, since you are studying it from your class 8, 7 about this bacteria which help in the formation of curd, which help in converting milk into curd. So that is your lactobacillus bacteria. So this is one of the common usage you can say. Okay, now so the first is your lactobacillus bacteria. Okay, and this bacteria is used in the formation of curd. I'm just writing the key points which will help you to memorize the name also and the usage also. Now this lactic acid bacteria, it's not the only one bacteria. There is a group we termed as lab. Okay, lab is what? Lab is a group, lactic acid bacteria. Okay, lactic acid bacteria stands for LAB, lactic acid bacteria. So in this category you will see there are many bacteria which come under this category and which help in the conversion of milk into curd. So the first, that is the common bacteria, that is lactic acid bacteria. Now this lactic acid bacteria, now we all know curd has more nutrition than your milk. Okay, now by converting this milk into curd, what the nutritious value of the curd is enriched. Okay, so here one more thing is often asked, that is if you say about the nutritious value, so that is your vitamin B12. vitamin B12. Now this you need to remember. ये क्वेश्चन बेटा नीट में भी बहुत पूछा जाता है, ये क्वेश्चन नीट में भी बहुत पूछा जाता है कि जो कर्ड जब कन्वर्ट, जब बैक्टीरिया जो है मिल्क को कर्ड में चेंज करते हैं तो व्हाट इज द न्यूट्रिशियस क्वालिटी दैट इज इम्प्रूव्ड. सो दे एनरिच द प्रोडक्शन ऑफ विटामिन B12. विटामिन B12 का इसमें आपको जो कंटेंट है वो बहुत ज़्यादा दिखेगा इन योर कर्ड. सो दिस ऑल्सो यू हैव टू रिमेंबर, दैट इज विटामिन B12. Okay, so this is the one household product, one usage of bacteria. Okay, and this lab that is lactic acid bacteria, it also play very beneficial role in checking disease causing bacteria too. Okay, in disease causing bacteria also it play a very crucial role just to keep a check on disease causing bacteria. Now this is the one. Now next, we all like idli, dosa, then dhokla. Okay, we all eat. Now the batter, you all have seen the batter. Okay, उस बैटर को क्या किया जाता है, उस बैटर को हम तैयार करते हैं एंड we leave it for few hours. किस लिए? जिससे कि उसमें फर्मेंटेशन हो जाए, खमीर उड़ जाए, जिसको हम हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं, खमीर उड़ जाए. ओके, और जिसकी वजह से क्या होता है, जो हम बनाते हैं, इडली बनाते हैं, ढोकला बनाते हैं, आपने देखा है उसमें बहुत स्पॉन्जिनेस होती है, होती है. दिस स्पॉन्जिनेस इज वाई, व्हाट इज द रीजन फॉर दिस स्पॉन्जिनेस? सो दिस स्पॉन्जिनेस इज ड्यू टू द रोल ऑफ सम microorganism. Okay, when the fermentation is done, so here what we use here, the yeast. Okay, you all know the yeast. Okay, you all have heard about the yeast. Okay, sometimes we also add ENO. You must be familiar, ENO, baking powder also we add. Okay, just to ferment it. Okay, to increase the production of carbon dioxide gas. So here we used yeast. Okay, now next is your yeast, that is very commonly used as a household, as a microbe in household products for the formation, for the production of your idli, then idli, dosa. Okay, and what else? Yes, dhokla. So yeast, the scientific name of yeast is yeast. We all are familiar with the yeast, but here what you need to remember, that is the scientific name of the yeast, that is Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Okay, this is the scientific name of the yeast, so you need to remember this name now. Okay, so we use in household products also for the formation of idli, okay, dhokla, all these things. Okay, now the question arises कि how the sponginess is achieved. Sponginess कैसे spongy हो जाते हैं? So that is due to the evolution of carbon dioxide gas. यहाँ पे क्या होता है, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड गैस इवॉल्व होती है, CO2 गैस इज इवॉल्व, एंड एज इट इज अ गैस, ये गैस है तो क्या होगा, ये एस्केप हो जाएगी, बट द स्पेस विच इट हैज ऑक्यूपाइड बिफोर दैट विल बी लेफ्ट. सो वहाँ पे क्या हो जाएंगे, होल्स हो जाएंगे. जब आप कट करते हैं, ठीक है, जब आप कट करेंगे, आप देखिए ढोकला हुआ, इवन केक ऑल्सो, यू ऑल मस्ट हैव सीन, उसमें आपको कुछ होल्स दिखते हैं, ठीक है, होल्स दिखते हैं, और ये होल्स जो हैं दे आर नथिंग, इनमें क्या था, इनमें था कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड गैस जो कि एस्केप हो गई, जो कि बाहर निकल गई. ओके, इनमें क्या था, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड गैस जो कि बाहर निकल गई, एंड दे आर लेफ्ट वेकेंट. इन्हीं की वजह से जो है स्पॉन्जिनेस आती है. ओके, नाउ so this is the one usage. Okay, now this fermentation, the usage of this yeast It is also done in the production of some drinks. Okay, there is one common drink, that is toddy. Okay, toddy. This is a South Indian, you will say. Okay, आपको सदर्न एरिया में, जो हमारा इंडिया का सदर्न एरिया है, वहाँ पे आपको ये ड्रिंक जो है दैट इज ऑब्टेन्ड बाय टॉडी प्लांट. ओके, और इसको फर्मेंटेशन की हेल्प से बनाया जाता है. इट इज़ अ वेरी वेरी फेमस ड्रिंक. ओके, एंशियंट ड्रिंक है ये. ओके, इट वाज previously it was very much used. Now also it's not that, but it is one of the ancient drink. Okay, which is used by these people, which is made by these people by the process of fermentation. And for this fermentation they use yeast. Okay, now this is the one usage. Now these microbes are also used. These microbes are also used to ferment fish, soya bean, okay, bamboo shoots, and these all are used as a food product. Okay, these all are used as a food product. Now let's talk about the cheese. Okay, cheese सबको अच्छा लगता है, सब खाते हैं cheese. Okay, bread में, pizza में. Now this cheese is prepared by the help of these microorganisms. ओके, माइक्रोऑर्गेनिज्म, यहाँ पे आपको जो याद रखना है. ओके, सो दैट इज द नेम ऑफ द माइक्रोऑर्गेनिज्म, दैट इज द बैक्टीरिया, और उस बैक्टीरिया का नाम है, इट इज प्रोपियोनी बैक्टीरियम शर्मन. Now this name you have to remember. इससे बेटा क्वेश्चन बहुत पूछा जाता है. ओके, ये बैक्टीरिया है, ओके, विच इज यूज्ड इन द प्रोडक्शन ऑफ दिस चीज. ओके, और एक चीज भी बेटा, चीज की भी बहुत सारी वैरायटी आती है, जिसमें से स्विस चीज. Yes, now I need to rub it. Okay. So I am rubbing it here and I am writing it here so that it will be visible to you. Okay. Now cheese में बेटा, अगर हम चीज़ की बात करें, okay, so चीज़ की बहुत सारी वैरायटीज आती हैं, जिसमें से एक वैरायटी है that is Swiss cheese. इसकी क्या खास बात है? ये जो स्विस चीज़ है बेटा, इसमें जो है बहुत बड़े बड़े से होल्स होते हैं इस चीज़ में. ओके, बहुत बड़े बड़े से होल्स होते हैं, एंड होल्स बहुत हैं, दैट मीन्स कि ये फिर बहुत सॉफ्ट होगा, बहुत स्पॉन्जी होगा. ओके, इट इज़ क्लियर. अगर होल ज़्यादा है तो स्पॉन्जीनेस भी ज़्यादा होगी. अब ये होल्स अगर ज़्यादा है तो ये क्यों होल ज़्यादा होंगे? क्वेश्चन ये होल्स क्यों ज़्यादा होंगे? तो जितना ज़्यादा प्रोडक्शन होगा कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड का, उतने ही ज़्यादा होल्स भी प्रोड्यूस होंगे, उतना ही ज़्यादा प्रोडक्ट भी स्पॉन्जी होगा. ओके, तो ये चीज़ बिल्कुल आपको क्लियर होनी चाहिए. ओके, जितना ज़्यादा क्या होगा, जितनी ज़्यादा कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड है, तो ये चीज़ इसीलिए जो है इज़ अ वेरी कॉमन चीज़, वेरी फेमस चीज़. ओके, एंड द स्विस चीज़ इसका जो इम्पॉर्टेंस इसलिए इतनी ज़्यादा है बिकॉज इसमें ये सॉफ्ट बहुत होती है, इसमें होल्स बहुत बड़े बड़े होते हैं. ओके, ड्यू टू द लार्ज प्रोडक्शन ऑफ कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. ओके, so and that is produced by a bacteria that you can see, Propionibacterium shermani. This bacteria help in the production of these large holes, and this cheese is known as Swiss cheese. Okay, now there is one more cheese. This is one of the example. Other is Roquefort cheese. Okay, Roquefort cheese. Now here you can this cheese it is ripened by a fungi. It is ripened by a fungi, and the fungi is your Roquefort. Okay, this is ripened by a fungi, and basically this fungi add flavor. It adds taste, it add flavor in this cheese. Okay, so these two names you have to remember. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you. This is all about the household product, the microbes, the examples of the microbes which are used in household. Now we will talk about the microbes in industrial products. Okay, what is the usage of microbes in industry? It has, as we all know, the microbes, they have a very large scale usage in industry. इंडस्ट्री में इसका बहुत यूसेज है क्योंकि there are various types of industries. There you can see right from medicine. If you talk about medicines where drinks बनते हैं, wine, beer, okay, then your bakery industries, okay, antibiotics बनते हैं. So all this is holds industrial use. Okay, industrial these microbes they play a crucial role in industry products. Okay, so next is your microbes in industrial product. Okay, so इंडस्ट्री में अगर हम बात करें, इंडस्ट्रियल प्रोडक्ट की अगर हम बात करें तो इंडस्ट्री में हम किस किस के बारे में बात करेंगे? वी विल बी टॉकिंग अबाउट बेकरी इंडस्ट्री. Okay, bakery industry. Then we will be talking about the industries where drinks are manufactured, that is wine, whiskey, beer, etc. Okay, here then we will be talking about the usage in antibiotics, okay, then medicines are made, then acids. You all know about the different types of acids: acetic acid, citric acid, vinegar. So these acids are also prepared by the use of microorganisms, enzymes. So all these things are manufactured in the industry, and that we will be talking about one by one. So with this I am concluding my topic. Okay, and in the next class we will be dealing with the industrial product, okay, industrial usage. Then we will be also talking about the microbes in sewage treatment plants. So this is all about today's lecture. So please revise it, complete the important questions which I will be sending in your homework section. Okay, so this is all, student. Thank you everyone.